Hey, it's Christine with another 1-minute book recommendation. Today I want to talk about My Age of Anxiety by Scott Stossel. Stossel is the editor of Atlantic Magazine. This is a very riveting, revealing, and moving account of the author's personal struggle with anxiety, but he also goes into the history and efforts that scientists, philosophers, and writers have gone through to understand this condition. And as recently as 35 years ago, anxiety did not exist as a diagnostic category, but today it is the most common diagnosed form of mental illness in the United States. So Stossel draws on his own long-standing battle with anxiety, and there's chapters that talk about him and then chapters that go into scientific detail. I must say that at times this book is very academic. It is well-sourced and documented. So he starts talking about the earliest medical reports by Hippocrates, and then moves on to observations by Kierkegaard, and then investigations by the great 19th century scientists such as Darwin and Freud, and then talks about the latest research in neuroscience, neurobiology, and genetics. Stossel also reports on other famous people who have struggled with anxiety, as well as those in his family that have been afflicted. So Sigmund Freud was afflicted also, shouldn't surprise you. So he talks about the countless psychotherapies, medications, and other treatments that he has personally gone through, and those that have also been developed that he hasn't tried, which are very few. He's been on many types of medications, from the MAOIs, tranquilizers, to the SSRIs, and talks about his experience with those. But then he also goes into pondering causes of panic attack and anxiety. Is it a strong genetic component? Is it environmental influences? Do we see our parents who are anxious and then pick those habits up? He wonders if it's purely a psychological problem, or is it a medical disease? Is it a spiritual disorder? Is it a cultural phenomenon? Or is it simply an evolutionary survival mechanism? So the main philosophical debate is this: should we embrace our anxiety as part of our existential condition, seeing anxiety as a calling, a way to enhance life, struggle through our demons, and face the great meanings of life questions? By muting our anxiety with pharmaceuticals, are we being lazy, cowards? Are we relinquishing this great existential quest that is put before us? Or does the pain and suffering from biologically induced anxiety merit a pharmaceutical solution to give relief to those innocent sufferers? So that's basically what it comes down to in the end. Really, it's just giving you the information to make a personal choice. Do you suffer through it, or do you find means to alleviate? So the book is at once intimate, but also authoritative, and like I said, sometimes very academic. But I walked away with a feeling of resiliency and hope for those like myself and those in my family who suffer from such a frustrating illness. So I hope you pick up My Age of Anxiety by Scott Stossel, which was recently published in 2014.